Captain Umar, retired Captain Umar Aliyu. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning, thank you.
You've heard the conversation and it's been on for quite a while, but what's your position about all of this?
What I see is just a repetition of the same old, I'm at a loss for words, the same old, do I say, way we do things. When this problem started, I sounded a warning. There is no Fulani in this matter. We have bandits and outlaws. They sack our villages, and we should do something about it. Today I see Malan Gelzerma struggling with claiming or even denouncing the acts. It's not about ethnicity here. That's where the real spanner that clogs the wheel of progress in this matter is. We have this very primitive inclination of leaving the act and focusing on what I want to call mundane shenanigans. It's not about whether you are Fulani, you are Eskimo, no. What have those people done? Let me tell you something. I've been following this Benue thing closely for the past few days. And let me tell you, I have one question to ask that should set our enforcement and Mieti Allah thinking. If you went down memory lane, I won't say memory lane, it happened just yesterday, just like yesterday, if I could say. How did the incident of Boko Haram start? We were playing ethnicity, we played religion, and it kept on. And before you knew it, the threat got bolder and bolder. Overnight, that puppy dog became a lion. And then we suddenly discovered, oh, it's not religion, it's not ethnicity. It's a national security threat. And we paid dearly for it. And are still paying. The same thing happened at the beginning of this. I recall on the 30th of April, 2014, I met with a very high office holder in this country. We had dinner, and I presented him a document. That document was codenamed Taming the Shrew. In fact, because the Agatus were then taking the heat, I called it Project Ochegweba. That virtually translates to Taming the Shrew in Idoma. And the solution to that problem then was just in the document. Now it's escalated, so that document may have to also be expanded. That day...
If they can still find the document.
Well, but the problem there is, first, it's not about language, it's not about religion. It's about the act. Let me tell you something. Cattle rustlers need not be Fulanis. Cattle rustlers need not even be Nigerians. If you go read about cattle rustling, they are bandits, they are outlaws. They come in, they plunder, they go, and they allow whoever is there to take the loss and the blame. Today, it's not impossible that these outlaws are allowing those who will cry and lose and argue, like the Mieti Allah, the unfortunate people of Benue State, my heart is with them, to actually continue to haggle the way we did about Boko Haram until this threat becomes so bold and then it cannot be formless anymore. So, fast-track approach to the problem now is the act. There is no justification for killing babies, women, sacking an entire village for whatever reason. That is an act of war. And we have a system that just seems not to see it. There are immediate, middle, and long-term implications. I'll share some with you. The Fulani community nationally has a problem. It is coming. They may not see it. That thing that is happening that we want to call headsman attack, cattle rustling, will stigmatize that ethnic group from the elite to the last one. It is sad because I have Fulani ancestry. So I'm going to live with it, so will my children. And somebody is sleeping on the switch. 2, Mr. President cannot continue to maintain a guarded silence on this.
Would you say that he's maintaining a guarded silence?
Seemingly.
We have information that he has asked the Inspector General of Police to relocate to Benue State.
When, with all due respect, President Jonathan was president, you know how many times they asked. You know how many closed-door security meetings held. When we say take a position, you have to make a statement and follow it through. Let me tell you the implications. Whether we like it or not, particularly the youth, Fulani youth, you want to run for presidency tomorrow, you got a tall hill to climb. Because we're talking about Nigeria. These bandits are not doing my beloved Fulanis a service. No less any guarded silence on this program, on this problem, sorry. 3rd, the APC should be wary. This problem will become their albatross, the same way Boko Haram was PDP's albatross. It may sound too naive to be true now, but we saw 6-week extensions of elections, but then it was too little, too late. And what's the 4th one? If we decide to do the figures and we'll calculate the cost of violence to Mieti Allah, to the poor Benue communities and other places these guys have taken their mayhem to, we calculate the cost of sustaining those communities and rehabilitating them. We put all that together, lump sum. Then we look at our GDP and say, what's the figures on our GDP? You will see that there's a chunk. So there's an economic impact. The last one, very important. I know men and women from those areas who are in Maiduguri right now. They are putting blood and life on the line to secure that part of the country. How do you think they feel when they get news of what's happening in their own hometowns, for which nobody is putting life and effort on ground? It's going to affect even the morale within the armed forces. And for what? For a group of itinerant bandits. For one reason or the other, we've decided to take ownership of as Fulanis, who are doing injustice to the Fulde, to the Fulani people and Fulde itself as a language, who are doing injustice to this nation. No, it's unacceptable.